There is a certain familiarity in the way they move, the way they work the bags, the way they spar.
Growing up and watching from my father to all the fighters in Philadelphia to my brothers, I mean, I wasn't just sitting there, not paying attention.
Everything he did, I always wanted to, like when he ran, I wanted to run, When he went to the gym, I stood there and just gawked at him and watched everything he did.
Jackie Fraiser and Frida Foreman were raised at ringside. Little girls who watched spellbound as their famous fathers, heavyweight champions Joe Frazier and George Foreman, viciously pummeled and punched, and were viciously punched and pummeled.
You may hear him. Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier! Down goes Frazier!
The bond between father and daughter was struck back then, the women say, and became a legacy that neither, for different reasons, could continue to ignore. And so they became boxers, too. 38-year-old Jackie is 4-0 with 4 knockouts. She started boxing because of the still unfulfilled wish to fight Muhammad Ali's daughter, Layla. Jackie says beating Layla would make up for the Thrilla in Manila, which Ali won after Eddie Futch called it before the 15th round.
When I was sitting there watching the Thrilla in Manila, actually watching it and seeing my father want to come out and telling his coach, no, don't stop the fight, let me go out. And then later, seeing on television where it was depicted that Joe was saying, no, I'm not going out, that just drove me out of my mind because it was totally a mischaracterization of Joe Frazier.
I think it's going to be over. It's all over.
At first, her family was stunned by her sudden career change.
Jackie, you want to do what? You done lost your mind, did you? You done went berserk, right? I mean, you got a law practice, you got 3 children, you got a lovely a husband that loves you so much. What do you want to do this for? I thought it was just something that would just blow over, but she started coming in the gym and started doing road work, and now here she is 4-0, undefeated with 4 KOs.
Fraiser and Foreman, however, feel differently about their daughters following in their footsteps.
When I said that I was going to challenge Muhammad Ali's daughter, I was going to kick her butt, I came into the gym and I started working out, and then my father was right here. As far as my mother's resistance, she just said to me when I said that I was going to box, her thing was, can't you find something else to do? I said, no, I'm going to box, Mother. And she's been at every one of my boxing matches.
He just feels like he's given us all a good life. And boxing should be the last thing we should be looking at, of all things, getting hit, go do something else. And he's provided us where we can go to college and have any career that we decide to put our minds to, And, boxing is just the last thing, he had to do it because he had no other alternative.
George Foreman, I think he's against his daughter boxing because I'm not sure he thinks she's that good. And I think Joe Frazier's attitude is, well, my daughter wants to go for it. Let her go for it. And I actually think somewhere in the back of his mind, he just would get a kick out of seeing her maybe beat Layla Ali. That's how far this rivalry goes in his mind.
Frida's first professional bout came this past Father's Day, a gift her father didn't want. In fact, he offered to give her $15,000, the same amount as the purse, to pull out of the bout. She declined and knocked out LaQuanda Landers in the 2nd round.
The first and foremost thing was I was afraid of embarrassing the Foreman name. Sometimes it's not just about winning that fight, it's winning that fight and looking good.
Foreman stayed away because he couldn't bear to see his daughter get hit, something Frida's mother learned the hard way watching at ringside as Landers struck first.
And when she hit me in the nose, I stepped back, and that's when I reached in and hit her. But my mom saw that shot, and she said when she saw me hit me, the girl hit me, she ran out. She ran out the room. So she didn't even get a chance to see me knock the girl down.
And actually, in the end, Frida's dad was there, too, watching the bout on television and calling when it was over.
He liked the fight. He actually really liked the fight. The first thing he told me on the phone, though, before I came down was, congratulations. He said, you're a pro now.
Hey, that's what you're.
Once you're a pro, you're always a pro. And he said, keep your eyes open and your chin down. And you'll make it.
As mothers, both women understand George Foreman's fears. Frida says she'd have the same for her daughter.
Me doing this is showing her that you can do anything that you want to do. It may not be boxing, but I want her to know that anything in life that you put your heart to or you feel that you want to do, go out and do it without a second thought.
Jackie's motivation is a little different with regards to her 16-year-old son, John Joseph.
His main thing was that, Mommy, I don't mind you boxing because you're talking a whole lot of trash. That's what he called what I was saying. And he said, but you can't lose. If you lose, I don't mind if you box, but do not lose. You cannot lose, because if you lose, then we're going to have to move.